I said, this is Handsome Jimmy Valiant, professional wrestler, the Boogie Woogie Man. Tell my people and my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss Chris and Mike at Body Slam, the competition. Oh, yeah!
All right, everybody. Welcome into Body Slam, the competition. Once again, we got a great show for you this week. We got a great guest that's going to be on with us here shortly. My co-host, Fred Peggs, will be here with us. Well, actually, it looks like he just popped on. 1 second here. Fred, you with me now?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
All right. We got Fred Peggs with us again this week. Mike Currents is out for personal reasons. He'll be out until further notice, so he decided to come back. And until then, Fred's graciously got his spot and everything taken over for him. We really appreciate that, Fred.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, Fred, today we got a great guest. I know you remember him from growing up as well. You watched all the same stuff I did, and then some. We have Steve Cox going to be on with us today, and I'm going to go ahead and bring him on here live with us now. Steve, are you with us now?
Yes, sir. Hey, I like that intro y'all do. Chop it up, cut it up, snort it up. Let's rock it out with the cock out, man. I'm telling you. Good job.
Hey, I found a little guitar riff there from someone online, and I asked him, could I please use this for my show? Could I please? He said, he said, no problem. I'll go ahead. He gave me permission for it. I still got it today. And then we got Jimmy one day to make that for us, and he was on the show with us, and that was just awesome.
Oh, man, I tell you what, that'll get you up and going. There's nothing like what, that's probably the part I miss most is that pop, that energy. You can be in the back and I would say, when you quit taking a piss for a big match, you got a problem. But, you always have to take that piss. And then you have to run out there, and then, you're kind of like doing that old school warm-up. You kind of move the head around, stretch a little bit, and then, boy, the curtains pull back there. You let the beast, got the beast loose and walk out there, and it's ready to rock it out, And, man, nice intro. I like that.
Did you ever get a chance to work with Jimmy Valiant?
On cards, you know what I'm saying, with Jimmy V and the Boogie Woogie Man, those guys, it was, when we were over in Memphis, we were doing that Texas Memphis thing.
Yeah.
And I remember my first trip to Memphis. We're all in the locker room, and there were certain, when I was broke in by some of the best in the business. They said, usually we go to a new territory, you sit in a corner, keep your mouth shut and kind of figure out, the dynamics of who's doing what, who's working who, what's going on. God dang, I couldn't help myself. I see this little squirrely guy go walking across, pasty white, had this long white hair. I looked at him and go, who the fuck is this motherfucker related to? Everybody started laughing, you know what I'm saying? And it was Jeff Jarrett. Just, he was buck 80.
I thought you were going to say Jimmy.
But, it was like, how you just sitting there going, because the way the locker room reacted, I was like, fuck. I just put my, fuck. So like, who is the guy? They go, well, you got a singles match tonight.
He's on his owner's son, that's all.
Well, it was kind of funny because I went out there and I really put him over. I worked hard, because, I'm old school, broke in UWF. You'll see I promote now. I put Crowbar. I take pride in the fact for 2 fucking years I got broke in, crowbarred, and 250 matches, old school style. They teach you how to sell the hard way, beat the shit out of you, and they're like, God, he's a fucking superstar. Well, you can't breathe and your fucking ribs are caved in, but other than that, I know how to sell a kick to the ribs now. But, it really helps. It helps you, adjust when you go to work. But, I have to tell you, when I watch these kids, and even when I'm promoting now, I was like, fuck, tighten this shit up, motherfuckers. Y'all ain't even good enough to go like. You know what I'm saying? It's so bad and squirrely. Cut it out, so. Because pretty much with us, it was stiff. I mean, everybody worked stiff. Fuck, well, it ain't ballet, motherfucker. Get up.
Steve, I'd like to jump in and give you a compliment. I don't believe I've ever seen you in a bad match.
Well, I just, you learn a certain way to go out. And, I was always a baby face, and I finally got to turn heel on putts. I'm doing that GWF thing, and
yes.
I tagged up with Bobby, and they said, well, look out for Stan, Cornette's going to turn on you, you do that comedy you want to, oh, no, they're changed, they're good guys. And I finally got to turn heel, because, I was a walker, they used to say, you're such a fucking prick, Cox, you're perfect, God dang, you're a damn good baby face, you know what I mean, because I learned how to take an ass whooping, and that's what I like about, Ricky with the Rock and Roll Express, you know, fuck, you throw me outside the ring, I could stay up for 20 minutes, watch me stumble, bumble, eat a hot dog, and leave me a root beer, get a beer, come back out, stumble, bumble. These don't, you know, I was sick, but
yes, sir.
I worked in a land of giants. You know, think about it, I'm 240 pounds. I was a little guy. And this fucker would bounce my ass, you know, but you learn, you know, you let them go work the crowd and get their heat because you don't want them coming back for a while. Like, I got to get my breath. I'm not good enough yet. Like, I can't, hang on. And what's wrong with you? I said, just take another walk. You know, let me get my breath. These fuckers will drill you through the mat, you know. And, you know, these kids are just, but that's why we did so little. You know, you hear it all the time. You know, do a little to make it mean a lot. You know, big wrecks. You know, I just seen Stan Hansen do that big lariat clothesline. Fuck, that's easy to sell. You know why? Because he about took your head off. And
yeah, I don't believe you got much of a choice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, I sell the fuck out of this. Go away. You know? And,
don't hurt me this time.
Well, you know, and another thing, these kids only work maybe once, twice, at max, I'd say 6 times a month, right? So I did that in 4 days. And, you know, you don't want to fall down and go boom, but yeah, anyway, yeah, I kind of got off track there, but yeah, give me the...
Well, no, you're actually leading to one of the first questions I had for you myself, really. You're kind of leading right into it, which was I wondered if you could really compare the stars of today versus your era, because in your era, in that time, I mean, there was a lot of roughhousing. You could tell you guys really made us think. You made us believe that you're taking that butt whipping in the ring, you know. You're taking that butt whipping all the way to the concession stand sometimes. And you got the guys today, the biggest thing they really sell is when they jump off that top rope and land on somebody, because that's going to hurt either way it goes. You can only prepare so much for that. And, you know, that's the biggest thing.
Like I said, that lariat, or, God, I remember working at JBL, or, you know, these guys, Robson, you know, we all had those territories, but, you know, you had big wrecks, and then you let it resonate. These kids are like, you know, it's like watching Ring of Honor. I was call Ring of Honor is like watching gay porn. I swear to God, I've had a ton of gay guys like that shit. I don't mean that in a bad way. I was fucking gay. I'd watch these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they're 2 young, sweaty guys that beep, 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 you know, get it on, baby. And, but, you know, in our day, you know, everybody was just, you know, monsters and shit. They sucked it in. And if you were small, you know, you really learned how to sell that shit. But, and the kids, you know, I'm kind of well, really, you know, the Attitude Era, because, you know, I finished out in Japan. And I take pride in that fact for one simple reason. You had to be a real damn good athlete and work stiff as shit to work over there. And it was not as much money as you can make on New York, but fuck, you know. And I told this to Ross, you know, you guys were on the road 250, 280 days a year going after, you know, when they're doing that Midnight Wars and shit. You know, I'm hearing through the grapevine. I'm like, fuck, everybody getting strung out, goofy shit. You know, WCW had half the goofy fuckers, you know, the little guys, and, you know, New York was picking up, you know, because Vince has always been in the big guys, but, you know, Vince is running like, you know, hard, and Atlanta's running hard, and, you know, Atlanta broke off in all these different pieces, but, you know, I thought I had there, and this, so.
Do you know what's funny about that whole time, the Monday Night Wars they had? You mentioned that WCW had the little small guys on there, and Vince was always into the bigger guys on his shows. They could not do anything on WCW with Chris Benoit or Eddie Guerrero or Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho. They couldn't sell these guys for nothing. And the Graham guy, I don't remember which was it, Mike or Eddie Graham, that was over there at WCW.
Was it Mike? Mike. Here's the funny part was they had
Mike
all
Graham,
those going on. Who's the guy? Bishop. What a goofy fuck he is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was like the storylines and this and then Dusty, and they kept going back and forth bookers and it goes exactly, because the lines that I heard about Atlanta was just a whole lot of goofy shit going on. I'm an old school guy, like, you know, I don't want the bullshit. I just want to show up, work my craft, get my check, and leave. But man, everybody's working everybody, and if I gotta be running down the road and I got to worry about what a guy's thinking over the corner, I don't really want to be there or be around.
Exactly.
You know,
Atlanta, they had the inmates running the asylum.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no Bill Watts back there. Had Bill Watts been back in there, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, well, they tried to bring Billy in, and, you know, they didn't like his shit. And And they needed a guy like that to rein it in. And and you're seeing it today, a lot of indie guys, they just don't know that, you know, these are a bunch of fucking pirates, inmates, derelict motherfuckers, and you got to run them a certain way. And or they're just going to, rape, pillage, and plunder, and you can't do that. But, yeah, it was, you're right, because, I broke in with Bill Watts and Doc and One Man Gang and Ted DiBiase. We had
Freebirds.
And all that, and then, when Bill sold to Crockett, I was there just long enough. I was there for a bit. Worked a lot of great houses. Loved watching Flair. All these top guys. There's nothing like being a worker and and I didn't know shit, but I was spurring up down the road, but watching these guys work. Watching Flair in his prime do a 45-minute Broadway in a 35 to 50,000 seat arena, and the energy, or Arn Anderson, just standing there stomping an arm for 30 fucking minutes. People just going crazy. I mean, and, it was a blessing. And then, one day, Dusty Rhodes, the man comes in and says, Peacock, get over here. So I said, there you go. I just sad to say I got trimmed around. So I got fired by Dusty. And the happiest day of my life, because I'm about 2.5 years in the business. And I swear this is, people think I'm bullshit, but I swear to God, I just knowing we ran the road, I probably had 600 matches. But I got crowbarred in. I was beat to shit physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? I was just strung out from the road, that kind of deal. And everybody was scared to take time off because, I was, mainly just because, I was kind of the last guy in. And, there's only so many blonde-headed big guys you can have. You had, fell asleep and choked his head off. Anyway. But, anyway, I went and I came home because Dusty said he'd make some phone calls for me. He told me I'd do pretty good in the business. I was like, Dusty, I'll keep that in mind. I got to go home and recoup, I think I slept for about 3 weeks. I got home and anyway, I got a call from Bob Geigel. I don't know if you guys know who Bob Geigel is. He works in the city. Of course. Okay, Bob Geigel. Anyway, I swear to God, it was like a dream. My roommate in college was Jewish and big Jewish guy. Anyway, he loved Bulldog Bob Brown. He loved wrestling. From Kansas City. Anyway, I got to go up and meet and actually work a match with Bulldog Bob Brown. I was like, now who the fuck can say they worked with Bulldog Bob? I mean, I've worked with some people in the business. I always laugh on Facebook now. I see these people. I've had matches with them on the card. And the only one that could beat me, I remember watching Samu go out with his uncle's dad and, work a match. And he carried a 6-way tag with, Andre the Giant. Now, who the hell could say that, that'd be the only thing that probably topped most of the guys I worked with. Because I never really cared about working with a Hogan or he's a paper tiger, but you got to tip your hat to Hogan. Fucker can draw. It's all about drawing and making money anyway. Not really how tough you are, but it really helps in this business. Kind of have some credentials and that kind of deal. But it was weird. I was working with Geigel for about 3 weeks, and then I get a call from Pritchard. And he says, "We're going to Tulsa to a show." Yeah. He goes. You want to work with Michael Hayes and Sloan SWAT team. I hadn't met Sam Moonflock too yet. And I knew Michael. And, I'm thinking, shit, it's got to be a good spot if Michael's involved. And he goes, but, they're going over on you. How do you think about that? Because, I had a big push Rookie of the Year. And, I didn't lose often. But, in the business, you got to lose sooner or later, And I did. I put Big Boss Man over to run an angle against Dr. Death and him with NWA and Crockett. Ask Cornette, the best get-over match you ever saw. You see what I'm saying? I could bump. I'm an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I really, shit, but I figure out, I take your big bumps and that kind of deal. But anyway, so they show up, and best thing ever happened to me, not just, I wasn't, by then I wasn't Gaga and all that kind of shit with names, but, I was fortunate enough I didn't realize this because really, mainly I worked singles. But the best thing that happened to me, there's an art form working tag. I mean, it's a freaking art form. I mean, it's a real simple formula. Heat, come back, hot tag, set your heat, hot tag, go home, right? But, I mean, it's an art form. You know how to work it. But working with Michael, we almost worked 2 years. with it going to some more else. But the showmanship and how to work the crowd, and how to do tag matches. Big smiles, run-ins, this, everybody hitting point, that, this, how to get over, how to clean up, how to back up, start over. I mean, that in itself, because, the more different ways you can work, the better chance you are of being on the card. And, a lot of these kids don't realize, in my day, when you worked a house show, the most important match is the first match. I remember I kept wearing the first match. Everybody wanted to see me, I was on TV, and I was kind of like, God, I keep wearing this freaking first match. They're all looking at it and goes, yeah, because they want to look at you. And, I was running against Gary Young and Rudy Year thing, but it was popping the crowd and giving what they want. And then, step on other matches and carries on in, past, semi and main. But anyway, that's how I ended up with Michael and those guys. And I did my match. Got paid in cash, got a pretty good chunk, and then went home, and Bruce called me back since he'd be down in Dallas on Friday. And I go, well, I don't know, I'm working with Chicago. He says, the guy ain't going to pay you what we'll pay you. I'm like, so all right. So I go down Friday, and that's where I sat down with Bruce and Fritz. No contract, just shook hands. But,
this is WCCW?
Yeah, WCCW. But Bill told me, go in and work your own deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, I kind of had goggle anyway, and I was still kind of beat up. So, I kind of shot high, and I swear to God, Fritz just leaned forward, stuck out his head, and goes, done. Go down and get suited up. I was like, shit, all right. And went out, and that's how we got the whole Michael Hayes buddy. And hanging out with Buddy Jack, God dang, I swear to God, that in itself was a bother. You know what I'm saying? You're just walking in, and like I said, it's a freaking pirate ship. I mean, it was freaking, you can't describe, or I tell you the best way to do it. Think Star Wars. When you're in that bar, that it's like walking into a freaking wrestling locker room back there. It's like looking at the fuckers from
now you are talking about the old Sportatorium, right?
Yeah, the old Sportatorium.
Yes. I was there in your debut match. I was there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could tell you, I remember being in different locker rooms. This kind of big man shit. This one guy had this son, God Bless America. She was like Miss Illinois, and he had her bent over, and she was engaged, and fucking the shit out of her. And we're all just walking around her, and this is normal. See, what's weird in that business? It's so fucking abnormal shit going on. All of a sudden, it becomes very normal, and it's almost a daily occurrence of something going on. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, it's just fuck. It's about the money. It's about the party. Right. They all bitched about it, but and then from there, I was fortunate enough. I fell into UWF and GW, but I just started working more over in Japan, and I had a pretty good deal. I was mid-card. You know what I'm saying? I could work up, put the Kata over and those guys. But my job was to beat the fuck out of the young green boys. And so.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, we got us a caller in here. He's got a question he wants to ask you. I'm going to bring him on the line here just a second with us. But this is Francesco Bruno. He's got a question for you about Michael Hayes and the Freebirds. And Bruno, if you're on with us, go ahead, man.
Hey, what's going on? Do you think that the Freebirds should be inducted in the Hall of Fame this year?
Oh, yeah, shit. The Freebirds, particularly from that old smoky, two old guys, well, I say old guys, two big guys beat the shit out of each other. If you watch, I'm a connoisseur of the business. I really watch, I can work a 60-style match, a 70-style match. I can work an 80, I can work a 90. The 2000 match, that match about all that together. But, Michael brought crazy shit, hippies, long hair, crazy ass Freebird shit.
Exactly.
I mean, it was off the hook, but he brought it. He really brought that persona out, where first one out the music. You know what I'm saying? And that was the original. About Michael, I swear to God, hanging out with Mike, I can tell you a story. He's a great guy, but he is TSA. There's times I have to flick him on the forehead, Now, and Bam, I just, cops, you pull over here, I got, God damn it, cops. get over here. Oh, bitch. Yeah, Buddy's like, Buddy's got to say that they're always yelling at me. I'm like, fuck. I'm a college educated puke. You know what I'm saying? And I did try to tell my Lord, at least I played football. Well, that's fun. I had to work for a living, And, but Michael, poor guy, he was, and he's still that way today. I did a show and I brought in Pop to it. He said, you see fucking Michael. He wears these colored ass beats, and hair, and still working the gimmick. And, he's working over in Connecticut now. And, but yeah, and they should. They really should. And here's what's so funny about the Freebirds in the Hall of Fame. They were there for 30 days, 45 days. It's fired them,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you couldn't really control them. I remember going over to Memphis. We'd roll in. They never seen nothing like it. I mean, God dang. And don't get me wrong. I mean, we showed up. We did our work. But God dang, they never just see party like passing whiskey bottles and smoking coke and rats everywhere. I mean, it was just crazy shit. Especially I tell you, then you throw in the Von Erichs, everybody else.
I've seen Michael Hayes walk into the Sportatorium with a sip of Jack Daniels.
Yeah. I tell you what.
That's insane.
When they hand you the bottle, you better chug a lug. I mean,
Yes,
you better chug. They'll go after you.
You don't drink?
If the Freebirds get in this year, will they throw Jimmy Garvin in with them, you think? Or is Jimmy Garvin just on the outside looking in as a temporary Freebird?
No, Michael told me that. See, I was like, they were sitting around going, and this is how it works back then, because back in the day, there's only probably 300 of us that really knew how to make, how to work the business, or, there was a true worker, you know what I'm saying? When I got that call and they're sitting around going, fuck, Bam went to Japan. Who do we get? Who's available? Well, my lucky ass stumbled and bumbled. I was it, They never really considered me like a Freebird. I love getting on Facebook going, hey, I was a Freebird. I was a Midnight Express. I worked at Tough Attack. You know what I'm saying? But I could work all that shit because of Michael and him. But Michael and Jimmy were, they were like, brothers from another mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the reason the Samoans really didn't want Jimmy was, between them both, they couldn't handle the kind of work the way Flop 2 and Samu worked. I could handle that shit. And, that's kind of like Bam Bam's spot. You know what I mean? Because Michael could take a few bumps, but not a lot of bumps. And Jimmy's even worse than Michael. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm geared, I was geared for that shit. That's why I got 2 big hits now and all that shit. But, I think you'll bring in Jimmy. Because, they were kindred spirits, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now when you look at Jimmy, though, you're just going, what the fuck? You don't have what?
Have you seen it lately?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no. Here, put this wig on.
It was a very crazy time. Hey, Francisco, thanks for the question, man. I appreciate you calling in tonight, okay?
Yeah,
all right, thanks for having me on the show. They got 5, but they should just be in because of the business. What they brought to the business. They really bought. They put Crayolas to a black and white type situation. They literally colored in the lines. So great guys.
It was
got Buddy and Bam Bam all through. Anyway.
Now, so see what I'd like to do. Haven't done this before with anybody I've had on the show yet. You'll be the first one I've kind of tried this out with a little bit here. It's a really simple thing though. Just want to throw out a few names of some wrestlers out there and get your thoughts on them. So I got Jerry Lawler. You mentioned going to Memphis. I'm sure you worked with and around Jerry Lawler at the time. What did you think of working with him?
We got laughing. I remember the first time we hit the ring on a dead ass run in Texas. I mean, it was Jeff Jarrett, Terry Lawler, a couple other guys. I forget who it was. But here, you got the Monterey knee. What else was there? I think Mike. I mean, we're all big guys. We're
Gentleman Chris Adams, I think, at the time was still there.
Yeah, Chris. I love Chris. Chris, great guy.
Of course, I got to mention Chris Adams because I'm a Chris Adams myself, so I got to get that name out there.
No, he's a great guy too. But it was funny. We hit the ring. I never forget. I always went to me and Jeff Jarrett after my little bullshit thing. We really got along because I really, we worked a lot of good single matches together. We did a lot of singles against each other.
And mine was just to help bring him up, tighten it up. Because I was always a real stiff motherfucker anyway. Even when I lighten up, you'll see only, 2 stars instead of 6. But anyway, there he did. First time with Lawler. We hit the ring. Well, Lawler just nonchalantly, like, you don't see me, and just slides out of the ring. So we just tearing the fuck out of everybody else. I mean, we're ripping them apart. Out of Memphis, they're going crazy. That arena. And Lawler's over there. And I never did. He was like, drop your strap, come back now. But you got to give credit to that whole. The thing I always like about Memphis, they're always noted as the little man territory. I mean, all the guys are small and that, but those fuckers can work. Because Bill Dundee was actually a booker when I was at UWF. Eddie Gilbert came in. All those guys out of that Memphis territory, they got it.
Hey, Bill's great. We had him on so long ago as well, and he can really talk a good talk too. He's awesome.
He got it, and I loved his son. He was 17, 18 when he started. He stepped in the car with me and Michael and Buddy. God dang, they were like, "Get the fuck out of the car! Are you crazy?" That little shit, I love the fuck out of the little Dundee. But anyway, Lawler, he drops that strap, pops him. And I was a Bill. We went over, saw him over Oklahoma City, and this was the first time New York talked to me. But he just said that fucker got the gift of gab. You give him a microphone, Lawler. You know what I'm saying? That Memphis territory, angle-wise, story-wise, and a lot of guys out of Eddie Graham, down in Florida. There's certain territories just, they get the whole aspect of the business. They get it. You know what I mean? It's like, how about one bump and then do this, and this, and then, you know what I'm saying? Then we drop this, then we go this, take a buzz, and bing, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, get the fuck out. We'll come back next week with this. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it easy and simple. But Lawler, nothing but respect for the guy. And,
now, another one from Memphis also that you also went with in UWF, as well as he was also big in Memphis, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Yeah. And see, here's what I liked about Eddie and Dundee. Bill would never let him in the ring because, Bill still wanted, I said Eddie could get in the ring. But the thing of it is, Eddie, he was almost clownish in his bumps in there, Memphis style. You see what I'm saying? But got over with the crowd. You know what I mean? How you do that walk, he just look around and move, take the face dive. And business-wise, growing up, because you got to realize Eddie was booking at New York at 18. Yeah, I don't know
a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, this motherfucker 18. And Tommy Gilbert, actually the first match I had, I was in Miami, Oklahoma, in Army, sold out. They turned away people, was against Mike George. This is when I first met Tommy Gilbert. He was the ref. And Mike stomped the fuck out of me. He put a boot to my ribs. I fallen and so, and Tommy's over there. He's a fucking super. Bill Watts can find him. This is a fucking superstar. Look at him sound. I'm just, first time. I should have known right then and there. And but when Eddie come in, and Tatum had Missy. It's kind of fun. And still had Missy, and then she went with Eddie, and I got her and Shane Douglas together, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm gonna get fired. I ain't telling Eddie, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, Eddie Gilbert, great guy, great mind for the business, unbelievable. And that's just the nature of the business. You get caught up on the backside of everything, and the party and all that. Because every night, you got to realize, see, here's what people don't get. See, in wrestling, and when you're working the top deal, you're working at, let's say, a Monday night in Cincinnati. There's 30,000 people there, right? You go back to the hotel, there's, 50, anywhere from 100 to 200 girls, rats, in suits. And see, every night's a Saturday night because they're ready to party. So that's Monday night. The next night you go to St. Louis, right? There's 35,000 people. You go back to the hotel, there's 250 women. And see what I'm saying? And it's crazy. They'll buy stuff, they'll drink booze, got all the stuff, all the goodies.
Rock stars.
Exactly. I mean, if I wait for everybody. I should write this shit down before I pass away. They didn't print this shit so everybody can, all the shit I've seen. But anyway, but Eddie right. Eddie taught me how to oversell, like sell, But I was getting beat up for so long, and then, I just started to really, get your head up, exaggerate. Eddie really helped me out in that regard. But fine for the business. Think about it. He worked in New York. Could you imagine being a worker for Bill Watts? Bill was a very hands-on guy. When I say hands-on, you fuck up for Watts. He's going to choke you out, beat you up, or he's going to put your arm around and go, I appreciate that. Don't do it again. When Bill says don't do that again, he means don't do that again. It's not like he's going to yell at you and, all right, Bill's going to come in and kick your fucking ass, But that's just the nature of the beast, because you're working at high level, but everybody expects it out of everybody. It's not like they work at that level. Well, I was trying to catch up to it. So, yeah, Eddie's a great guy.
What about a Hogan? A lot of people want to say out there that they feel like Hulk Hogan was the beginning of the end. What they say wrestling used to be and what it turned out to be today. He was they say he's the I don't know what, Fred, the cog in the middle of it that kept the motion going. When Hulkamania started, it got so big and huge, and it kind of killed other things out and brought the new wave in.
Now, here's how I see it. The only thing that he killed off of this was all that fucking money. With all that kind of money, you can go in and buy territories, buy talent. You see what I'm saying? You can outbuy everybody. It's just like look at the Major Leagues. Look what the Yankees did. If they didn't have a cap, they could buy everybody and win every year. See what I'm saying? Other territories didn't have nobody go, hey, we were putting a salary cap on your ass.
If Vern Gagne realized what he had, I wonder if the AWA would have went further, because Vern Gagne had hope.
But see, all those
Gagne had the Freebirds.
Yeah, well, now think about this, though. All those territory guys respected territories and had this vision of this little area, and let's all just get along. Now, when Junior came in, it was like, fuck, I want all of it.
I'm dominant.
And he did. I mean, you got to respect that. I respect the fuck out of it. I respect the fuck out of Hogan, even though all you got to do is go boo. Him and Sean,
Michaels.
Who's that? The super kick, little goofy fucker. Try Michaels.
He's a dumb fuck.
Oh, shit. I swear to God, when he got yelled at, throw up the ball, I was like, you got to be serious. No, he threw it up. I said, don't hurt me. See, I was like a badger. These guys knew I'm fighting. I was like Buddy Roberts. Buddy Roberts going to fight you. He's going to fight you somewhere. He's going to hang on and fight something off of you. And then, ain't worth fighting Buddy. See, I was like, I'm going to be like Buddy.
It's funny you mentioned Shawn Michaels. I've heard talk out there that people say Marty Jannetty was the tougher of the two, really, but he wasn't the showman. He just wasn't. He wasn't the showman that Shawn Michaels was, but he was the tougher of the two.
No,
they said
he wasn't. He wasn't the shithead that could work the backside and cut bait and this. You know what I'm saying? I think Shawn just kind of went around made his own fucking deal. And I don't know what it is, but him and Vince got a deal, and good for Shawn, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And then all that, like the pack up there, they really brought in people. If they had 2 or 3 guys really had credentials, they just pump the fuck out of them good fuckers. But who's the bad man now? That fucker's a real deal athlete. You know what I'm saying? But most of those guys can't beat the fuck out of you. You sit on the end of the bench at the University of Tennessee and play some basketball. Come on, give me a break. And
so we're going with Nash now.
yeah. But you see what I'm saying? I mean, hell, I'm a 2-time state, wrestling champ. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. And then,
exactly.
And I played D1 football, and I started 39 ball games. I played in the USFL championship game. I mean, I played every game, but I had that toughness, like, we're going till I win. And just, they knew that. But I respected this because I literally stood up in the locker room. I've been in a ton of locker rooms, but I said, look, that's right with Bill. I said, fuck, you guys got to help me or you're killing me. I need your help. I don't belong in this spot. All this. You guys, I'm a quick learner in this, but it got me over with the boys pretty much because they're first. They was kind of beating on me to get even with Bill and I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, you got to respect this and that. But here's the fun part is looking around. I don't know if you guys know this. I got back into promoting, and I'm doing my third show coming up with Tiny with some casinos up here. And I'm just taking it back old school style. I'm getting some of the best figures, meat, put it together, and we got TV going and that kind of stuff, sell on a local level. But, that's really turned out. But, I think everybody wants to go back to this because I'm watching some of these house shows popping there. You know what was that show they just did in North Carolina? Sold out. I bet they're there.
Is that the WrestleCade thing? No, not WrestleCade. Fred, you talking about that thing that Chad went to where they had the Rock Express against the Powers of Pain and Cornette and Baby Doll over there?
They had one hell of a show. They had one hell of a show last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was last night. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, everybody's scrambling, and I've been around some of the best, and I'm bringing that back. We're doing old school. I got heel, babyface locker rooms, and carry finishes. My first match is this all the way through.
You were trying something in Tulsa, right? To bring old school wrestling back to Tulsa.
Yeah. Do it promotions. We actually did it at the convention center. At Mid-Pub, Drew OK. We had the Steiner brothers against Vader and Anderson. I swear to God, the funniest fucking story I heard about. I swear, if I was sitting there, I had Vader and Bitches, and Rick came in. Now, Scott's off the deuce or something. Scott's like 205 pounds, and then Rick, he's about $190, but, these guys didn't want to work with Anderson because they said it was too stiff. I was just laughing. That was the stiffest motherfucker in the business. Sooner or later, you can pay back the bitch, but... So Anderson's looking at me. I go, do what you feel needs to be done. You just stand back because, you got hot. Because I'm 56, and I got new hips, and I had been, because everybody thought I was getting back in this promotion so I could jump back in the ring, and I don't want no part of the ring, I'll be honest with you. I've had my bump, had my time, but, God, that was funny as shit. You look at these guys, I swear to God, I started looking at them and go, I don't think I heard you right. What did you guys just say? You know what I mean? And I did it, and then we got sideways with Vader, and that's kind of funny as hell. I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't think you get it, Yeah, anyway, that's a whole. If we had that shit on film in the back, I swear to God, we'd make $1 million or about. We could sell that shit. And it's funny with Vader. I like, you're older than fucking I am. And but I had a crew with me, you know what I'm saying? It just, anyway. So,
now, you're talking about filming and everything, which is really a brilliant idea for stuff like that. Today it's getting more popular to release the old footage of places like the Mid-South area, the old Crockett stuff is being re-released again on DVDs and best of matches from back in the day and stuff like that. Do you as a wrestler or former wrestler have any problem with Vince using a match that you might be in on one of those things without getting compensated for it? Because from what I understand, they say he just puts them out there and he doesn't contact anybody. He doesn't say, hey, I got your likeness, I'm using you on this, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, see, I'm on ESPN, whatever that is, Classic or whatever the fuck. I'm on right. I'm kind of laughing. I get phone calls all the time. And, the thing of it is like, we probably, but see, again, who would have thought about, it's weird, like, who would have thought we had fucking YouTube? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. YouTube is great.
God, no, I laugh. If we had phones back then and this, and whatever, you're like, hey, look what we're doing right now. People go, what? Hey, I didn't find this funny part. Hey. Who would have thought, like, we'd had all this shit. I swear to God, I see matches I did, and I don't remember doing them. Because I had so many, but, I mean, it was kind of weird, It was just like the other day, I was down in Texas for that shootout. I did a picture, and I thought it was Jeff Jarrett. And couldn't find out it was Adrian Street. I'm wrestling Adrian Street, motherfucker. I swear to God, I was working with Chris Adams and Bruiser Brody, and I'll tell you this real quick. So I'm in the match, and what's that song? I wish I had a girl dressed like him. I couldn't figure out why I didn't ever see Adrian Street's type work. In the business, they expect you to watch everybody's work. So you see their tendencies, their finishes,
what they're good at, what they're not good at. And by the time you roll around and you're working with them, you got a good idea of the best approach, right? So anyway, I never seen what the fuck is standing in front of me at the street. I didn't realize this guy's old school tough motherfucker. I'm looking at this, what the fuck is, I'm looking at Chris, and Chris got that shit-eating English kid. And I'm looking
Chris
at
had wrestled him before.
What's that?
I said Chris had wrestled him before, hadn't he?
Oh, yeah.
They came from the same part. They came from, yes.
Yeah, and so anyway, me and Adrian were working. I tie up, and it's a field. I can tell this guy, as soon as I tie up with a guy, I can tell where you're at in your career. I swear to God. You get so good you tie up, you'll know. And so I'm talking, we're working. Anyway, this fucker passed me in the corner, kisses me on the lips. Well, fuck, I've never been kissed by no man at work. I didn't know it was at work. I'm like, you motherfucker. So anyway, Adrian, I go chasing his ass, and he's like, doing the chipmunk thing through the rings and the ropes, and my fat ass ain't that good at shit. So anyway, he's laughing his ass off, screaming, "It's a work, mate! It's a work, mate! Sell it, mate! Some motherfucker, it's a work, mate!" And it took me like 3 minutes of chasing his ass around. I was hot, man. I blew up, I'm gonna kill you. He's like, "It's a work, mate." Hey, Chris, so I get a ring, and he's standing, and by the time I was kind of blown up, I was like, fuck, I'm tired of chasing this fucker. He's in the corner, and he goes, do like this, and go, don't ever kill, So anyway, so it was funny as shit. And, but, it was like Adrian's street match, but it was funny. I got to run, this one, Chris kind of broke out and did his own matches and shows, and I learned a lot about Chris on how to take over matches, how to run a match. Even though you're a babyface, you don't call it. You got to know when to go. This fucker's idiot. You take over, you call it, you set it up, you pull the ref, you do you do the whole, you bake the cake yourself. You take over. This guy's a fucking idiot. So anyway, but it was funny, and then I drove Bruiser around, and that's where I got Bruiser said 10 words in 2 weeks, too, like, pull over. Let's go. You ready? He just started walking. He didn't give a fuck I was ready or not. He just started walking. And so at the end of it, he goes, I like you. And then he calls up with, can you give me a ride to Love Airport? Oh, that's why he fucking like me. Anyway, so we're going to Love Airport. I'm thinking of, And he goes, look, my next, after this next run, we want to come down to Puerto Rico. I go, yeah. He says, I want to work you. So I'm like, he goes, you want to work for you? I'm like, yeah. And he said, oh, stay good, angle. But that was when he got killed on that run. But I dropped him off of Loveville. But man, I tell you what, Bruiser hardly ever talked. I mean, he did with me, and I might other people, but because I talked to John Keaton and other guys, kind of was in my spot, driving them around. They got to know him a little longer than I did, But God dang Bruiser, God, when he kicked in a full bow, this motherfucker, I would never back down from him, and I would go. But, you're sitting there going, fuck, this could hurt. You ain't going to get out of there with, oh, shit, there's an old goddamn. You just do. And it's funny. It's like these kids nowadays. You get around some of them, they think they're tough. No, you ain't tough. I've been around tough guys. But yeah, Chris, I learned a lot from him. But as you know, Chris trained a lot of good wrestlers.
Sure did.
Great guy. And
now, he trained Steve Austin, didn't he, for a while?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yep. I tell you that. I was in Memphis. He come up. And he goes, because you always want money people to come watch a match, right? Guys are over and stuff, so they come watch my match. And I'm in Memphis. Here comes this big burly motherfucker, and I'm thinking, why is he in Memphis? Because, Memphis only hires. You got to be 5'10", about 150 working in Memphis, And he goes, introduce himself. My name's Steve Williams. And I'm like, I thought the guy was fucking with me. I swear to God, because, I broke in under the dock, and I thought he was going to rip. So anyway, all right.
Mantell was there that night, wasn't he?
I think Mantell was the booker then, the booker or the guy backstage.
Mantell was there that night.
No, Mantell wasn't booking then. I'm telling you, the other Mantell, not Dutch, but anyway, it was weird, and so I'm sitting there going, all right, Steve Williams, we watched, I thought it was a rib because, I was, I've always, I did that because very few people get into that door to get started, new blood, you know what I'm saying? And
Well, I watched this match, good month, this, that, the other. Well, I said, anyway, first thing you got to just change your name. And he goes, why? I start laughing. I go, because Steve Williams, there's already one of them. So, got into that. And I said, where are you from? He goes, Denton, Texas. I go, what the fuck you doing up here? Literally, and I called Chris. We got on the payphone. I swear to God, pocket full of quarters. We're going to either watch porn, buy rotors, or make a phone call. I swear to God, we they kind of pocket full of quarters. Yeah, $10 on a quarter. Fuck. Because back then we had to go to the little peep show shit. I swear to God, I don't get it. And then Buddy be over there, I'm about done. Hang on. Buddy got failed. He goes, I just put that shit everywhere. I swear to God. He goes, fucking bang it. Anyway, pocket full of quarters. And Chris, so we said, get back to Texas. And that's how Chris met Stone. And God, and that's when I really started working at Japan and all that. And it was still running good down there. It got crazier down there, party wise and all that shit. And then, Stone's fucking Chris, what? That's what? Yeah, it was just like when Carrie's old lady found out all the shit he was up to, and she was trying to fuck all the boys, get even. Yeah, there's certain shit, you try to draw a line. Hey, I look at these guys, like, God, can somebody draw a line in the sand and go, I won't cross it, instead of y'all running to it?
And not in some places, no, not in some places.
Shit. Oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Hey, we got like about just a couple minutes left here, Steve. I want to ask you a question. What are you doing today? I mean, to keep busy and all. What all are you doing today?
Well, it's weird. I got out, got into packaging sales, did really good. The road kind of followed me home. I had an affair with a lawyer. This might be a little too deep. I don't know what it says. Had a baby. Only I would knock up a lawyer. Anyway, he's 20 now. We're real, I paid for him and all that shit. But he's in school. But anyway, got back on track. Got hooked on drugs, rehab, and road redemption. I became a teacher coach. They don't make no money, so I got back into sales, and now I got into promoting. And I still have a day job. I do sales, do real well. Packaging sales. I go to big companies, boxes, tape, labels, all that shit you throw in the trash. I sell all that. So anyway, at the major players, I go $500,000 up. I do, and really I don't sell. I just, when you played football with a pro wrestler, shit, and you're in sales, you're over like hell in Oklahoma. So anyway, I got into promoting, and I kind of look around. It's ready to pop, go back and really kind of hit a niche there. But a gentleman, Greg Schwab, we were talking for about 2 years about this, and he said, let's go do a wrestling show. And we really kind of fell into now, the casino, the Osage Casino, embraced us, and they're behind us, and they want to make this their monthly thing for their, show on Saturday, and it's really strong. And the MMA is kind of going flat out there because they can't feed the beast. There's just not enough kids to fight out there. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that do really are terrible, most of them. So, but anyway, and my oldest one lives in Irving. He's a fire. I should have 3 engineers and a doctor, kid-wise, and really that's kind of why I got out of business to begin with. It's just I either chase the business, lose my family, or come home and give up the business and keep my family. But because of the business, a lot of that bad habits followed me home. Yeah. And the party is still, I screw around like a dumbass. But anyway, you said that prayer. Did the Lord help me with fornication and this, and then I knock up a lawyer. I swear to God, I'm in court. 20 years old, I'm still in fucking court. But I paid. My wife divorced me. We're back together. I'm a lot better person walking through fires. You know what I'm saying? And
sure.
That kind of a deal. And living because so many of the boys are dead. And but I got my own take on religion like all the other guys. And but I love the business, and just like you guys, I was talking to you, and you're doing this on your own dime, and it's because you got a passion for the business.
Mm-hmm.
what's really sad is, there's no more territories you have to go to. It's literally just like a samurai. You just show up at the door and you bang on the gate and it opens up. You walk in, you train, you become a Jedi. You see what I'm saying? And you can't do that no more. And that's really a shame. You guys got a true love for the business that I'm taking back. And I appreciate so much, because it just tells you the power of the business, and it's pretty neat. But I feel sorry for you kids. You really you got Bex, you got New York, and these guys are trying to work on a higher level and get the business, and it's just a shame that there's not a Fritz and a Nigel and a Watt,
Jerry.
Graham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you said, Jerry. You know what I mean? And you can't go to that gate and hang on the door, and no matter what, they can't get rid of it. You're just that little for hanging around. It's like, you set up the ring or this, and eventually, like Eddie Villalobos, I see him forever.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you got a fucking heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? But, you got such a love, and you do things, but, that's a shame, really. But
it's a shame to lose Manny. I was going to have Manny on the show with us not too long ago, and he asked me if I'd put him off another month. He was trying to recover from something. He said he didn't go too deep into it. It's just that he wasn't ready yet. He said, "Can you give me a month, brother? Can you give me a month?" And I said, "I give you all the time you need. I just I'd love to have you on the show and talk to you one night, and like we're doing now, just talk wrestling and goof off, and that's what we like to do." And then come to find out a month later he passed away and everything, and now I know why. He needed time to recover, and it's a shame, we lose so many people this day and age that we grew up watching. There's like a lot of people are just falling off right and left, and now you got Blackjack Mulligan in bad health with blood clots and everything, and heart attacks.
I love
and
the Western boys, Kendall and Barry. I read a lot with Kendall. I got a lot of funny story with Kendall, and Barry's just Barry a hell of a worker. Kendall was a great worker. But, I don't even see Kendall lately, but that big motherfucker, he's big now. If he's this big, he'd be a fucking heavyweight champion in New York,
Kendall is like a giant compared to what he used to be.
Oh, but he was big back then. See, like, looking at him, you don't see he's big until you're standing by him.
It was his height that fooled you.
Yeah, he was real tall and lanky, real skinny in his day when he wrestled, it seemed like. But now he's put on the pounds over the years a little bit and still staying in shape somewhat. But if he was wrestling today, I think he'd be an entirely different type of character than what he was coming up, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, he has to take a baby face, too. And then, but, yeah, you're right. People are dying off, and because they died off the boat anyway, going up through the 90s and all that. But, ODing and shooting themselves, all kinds of crazy shit. And, yeah, they're dying out. And I keep thinking, I should put a lot of this shit down on paper. And because I want to publish, I would love to, you put it all out there, and then we got to wait till everybody's dead, then you print.
But I tell you what, there's a lot of people who are putting their books out these days, so, don't hold back on it too long. We all want to read it when it comes out, so make sure you let us know when you put that out now. Be some good reading there. Look, I mean, it'd be something. We've got. I bought Jimmy's book, Jimmy Valiant's book, not too long ago, and it was a great read. And here soon, I'm gonna try to get Dundee's book and a couple others.
I'm reading Kamala's book, and that's a great read. And,
I've been wanting that. I've been wanting that, and I've been wanting to get him on the show as well. And I haven't been able to reach him yet. I've been trying though. I'm gonna keep it up though. One of these days I'll get him.
I tell you what, they on me because the guy that actually, wrote the book and published with him,
Kenny Casanova.
Yeah, and he said I'm in it because I had one match with Kamala, and it was hilarious. Once you've been in business long enough, it's real simple. When you work with a big man like Kamala, it's like, stand here. You should see the look. Stand here, hold my beer. I'll come to you all night long. Then we'll go for the big smiles and the finish, right? Can't get Kamala's happy because pull him in the ropes, go off, and but he was a great guy. I just enjoyed the heck down. But I tell you, the first guy that really scared me though was the one-man gang though.
Yeah.
Big
and brutal.
And then when he said splash, I swear it took everything I had to go. I swear I want to get up and just run out of that ring. He splashed me. Don't worry about it.
747.
Yeah, like, it wasn't so funny. How can you 500 pounder you try to tell me cotton candy or something landed on it. I was like, you know, this
is he said, this is going to hurt just a little bit, all right? Take a deep breath.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Working, bring it in. But, you know, but anyway, I didn't mean to get sidetracked, but you're right. I would like to write. You know, I read their books, but it's like, you know, I can tell you, geez, partying, I don't think people believe that shit we did, but everything from Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders to Miss America.
Steve,
USA.
hey, seriously, if you do decide to get that book out, let us know. Now, I got about 3.5 minutes for the show ends. I got to go ahead and drop us off, unfortunately. But I want to ask you, while I got you here, if you'd like to come on again sometime, and like a few months down the road, we'll work you back in to come back and talk to us again if you'd like to.
All right, Do It To It Promotions, DOIT #2 IT. Do It To It. Fought 2 gave me that. Come walking out of Houston Coliseum. Girl opened up her coat and butt naked, and she asked me what I wanted. Do it to it. That's how I got there. Fought through it. Next night, it was hung on me by Steve. Do it to it, cops. I was like, oh shit, you motherfucker, you rock.
Stick with that. That'll sell.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. Call me anytime, and I'll do it again. Have a great one.
It's been great having you on. I look forward to having you on again, Steve. I really appreciate it. All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Yep. You still there, Fred? Fred, you still there? I believe I actually lost Fred at the same time I lost Steve there. Not sure what happened. I'll have to get Fred back on here if I can. While I'm trying to get Fred back on, just want to go make sure you guys know, don't forget to go to the website, www.bodyslamthecompetition.com. That's where you can get access to all the podcasts and all the blogs we have there as well. And we do, if you sign up for the newsletter, we do have things like contests going on as well that we do where we give things away every now and then. Once we get to a certain number of people who've registered for each, I usually set a number out there, and we work a giveaway. Right now we're working at getting our first 1,000 people. And once we get our first 1,000 people in there, we got a giveaway we're going to work out. Currently, it's a WWE action figure, 12-inch action figure of Kane. If you're interested in collecting the figures, that's one of the best ways to get something free. Just join in and register that. As soon as you register your name, you are there with your email already with a chance to win. So when you get there, don't forget to register with us. We are here most likely every Sunday usually with us, usually a guest on to talk to. So be sure to check back with us here at blogtalkradio.com every Sunday night. And we have something new we've started where we talk to the people of the Indies. Last week we had Samantha Starr. She's the daughter of Sam Houston and Baby Doll from back in the NWA days. This upcoming Friday, we've got David Benzer. He's the American Giant. 7'3", I believe he is. Big time wrestler in the indie circuit. You'll love talking to him. He's a great guy to talk to. If you will, join us on Friday, and we'll be sure to have a good talk with him as well. Next Sunday night, we have with us David Haskins. David Haskins is a former worker in the business. He's worked anywhere from Memphis to the WWE days, and this is back when you had the guys that would lose to the stars on TV and help build them up. So I'm looking for a different aspect from somebody next week on the business, and I feel that he can give us a really good outlook on wrestling with the bigger people and what it's like to have to put them over and what the career was like and things they've done. So please join us next week for that as well. I think you'll fully enjoy the show. Looks like I've lost Fred for the night here. I'm sorry, Fred, if you're listening. I don't know what happened. I think I accidentally clicked you off when I was going for Steve. So look forward, Fred, if you're here next week with us, working with you again. If not, and then we have Mike instead, call in anytime you want to. Same goes for everybody else here. We have live call-ins every week, and we really appreciate it when you guys do call in. So call in at will. In the meantime, my name is Chris Adams. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here for Body Slam the Competition. In the meantime, you guys keep enjoying wrestling and looking forward to hearing from you again soon next week. Bye-bye.